Hello, everybody, and welcome to this VELP webinar about on how to efficiently perform BOD, aerobic and anaerobic tests. Today's topic, we will focus on the respirometric analysis on how to efficiently perform both aerobic and anaerobic tests, including BOD, the biochemical oxygen demand. And I'm Martina Casonato, the marketing manager at VELP, and joining me today is Paolo Ornaghi from our analytical department. We will start with an introduction to respirometric sensor and their solution, followed by an application overview regarding aerobic and anaerobic respiration tests and a practical lab demonstration. I'll be handling the introduction, after which Paola will guide you through the application overview and lab details. Okay, let's start by introducing our solution, respirometric sensor. This innovative design supports multiple applications, including biochemical oxygen demand, aerobic and anaerobic respiration tests, as mentioned before. Our respirometric sensor ensures high connectivity, transmitting data directly to your computer and connecting to our VELP Hermes cloud platform. And this offers numerous advantages that we will explore further. In terms of technical specification, our respirometric sensors measures a wide range of pressures from 500 to 2000 millibars. The sensor is compact, user-friendly, and features a new four-digit display with enhanced battery life, which is very crucial for the long duration test. The BOD test typically range from 5 days to 1 month, but other applications may require even longer duration, making the battery life essential. The sensors has just two main buttons, the set and the start analysis one, simplifying the process. And it fits easily into our bottles and kits, which are part of a complete package that we provide for your analysis. Our system is designed to save valuable space in incubator with its compact design. So let's focus on the VELP respirometric system. The VELP respirometric sensor system contains all the required parts and accessories in order to be operational right from the start. And VELP has designed a different system suitable for aerobic and anaerobic application. Usually the system includes various bottles that depends on the type of analysis that you have to run. So from 500 millimeters, the amber dark bottles for the BOD, and the 1 liter bottles for the BMP analysis in anaerobic condition. And other analyses, like for example, for plastic biodegradability and the soils analysis. Then the KOH containers, a steering station that could be the standard compact version, or the maxi steering station that can be contained the 1 liter bottles, the steering bars for each bottles, and the respirometric software and the data box. The Respirosoft software manages all the analyses, whether BOD, BMP, or others, and provides real-time analysis curves with all important parameters displayed in a single window. It includes sensor battery monitoring and pre-installed methods to guide the setup of analysis, enabling report creation and results comparison. The wireless data box transmits sensor data to both the software and the VELP Hermes, supporting up to 400 sensors. It's very important that the wireless data box is connecting to the computer in order to do that. Before diving into the specifics of sensor quantities and the configuration, it's important to note that the Respirosoft software offers three main data regarding main data reading options. The millibar that measure the pressure, the milligrams per liter for the BOD, and the biochemical methane potential for the BMP. You can set the sampling interval from each sensor to receive data every 30 minutes, every hour, or up to once every 48 hours. This flexibility allows for efficient battery management with analysis duration ranging from 1 day to up 730 days, almost 2 years. The wireless data box not only transmits information to the software, but also enable Hermes connectivity. A single wireless data box and the software can connect to up 400 sensors, which correspond to approximately 66 systems. For setups with over 100 sensors, it's important to place the wireless data box close to the sensors in order to ensure accurate data collection. The data box features an integrated Wi-Fi modules for cloud data transmission directly to Hermes platform, and this setups allows for convenient data management and analysis. It's also possible to connect the data box to a simple plug and send data directly to VELP Hermes without the need to connect the data box to the PC. Now, regarding the VELP Hermes, it's a platform that enables you to manage incubators directly and monitor all the analysis methods in real time, creating and sharing reports, and the access to your analysis database is anytime and anywhere. You can create event and alert notification, of course, based on your settings that you can receive directly on the platform or via email. And these subscriptions to Hermes are tied to the data box and not to the individual sensor, allowing a single data box to manage up to 400 sensors as said before. We have also this great feature that you can use the remote service and the application support, and so you can get faster and tailored service thanks to the cloud technology. You can share the log of your instruments working condition with VELP or the VELP official partners, and you can revoke the access at any time. You can also solve the troubleshooting by identifying the source of the issue remotely, and you can, of course, optimize the results of your analysis. Now we like to walk you through the installation and the startup guide of our Respirometric sensor to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of our solutions. Following this, Paola will lead you through the application overview, and we will meet again later for the closing session.
Thank you. Now we will focus on the applications part. VELP respirometric systems are able to perform both aerobic and anaerobic determination. Regarding aerobic respirometric determination, it's a biological process where the microorganism break down the organic substances, consuming oxygen and producing a correspondent amount of carbon dioxide. Belonging to this determination are the following analyses, like the biochemical oxygen demand, the BOD, the biodegradation of monomers, the assessment of effects of disinfection on the BOD determination, the study of the biodegradability of plastic materials, both in aqueous medium and in soil, and the microbial soil respiration. On the other hand, we have the possibility to perform also anaerobic respirometric determination. In this case, it is a biological process where the microorganisms break down the organic matter and convert it into a biogas without the presence of oxygen. Belonging to this determination are the biochemical methane potential, BMP, and the denitrification analysis. Here we have an overview of the systems that VELP offer both for aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Now let's go in details regarding each system. Here we will start from the aerobic respiration tests. The most important test belonging to this determination is the BOD. BOD stands for biochemical oxygen demand, and it provides an index of organic pollution in water. The BOD analysis is performed in accordance to official methods like an ISO method 5815, one of 2019, and the American Standard Method, the 5210D. The majority of the samples that are analyzed for the BOD determination are the water samples, like domestic sewage, water coming from wastewater treatment plants or from animal wastes, the industrial wastewaters, the effluents, and the river surface waters. So what's happening during the BOD analysis? We have a sample, in this case it is a water sample, with organic matter inside. The microorganism consume oxygen during the breakdown of organic matter and producing a correspondent amount of carbon dioxide. If the process is developing into a closed system, like in this case, the carbon dioxide is absorbed by a strong alkali, like a KOH, and we will see a progressive decrease of the internal pressure. This decrease is measured directly by the respirometric sensors that shows on the display or directly into the Respirosoft software the BOD value in concentration of milligram per liter without no need for further calculations. The higher will be the BOD value, the greater is the amount of organic substances or food available for the oxygen-consuming bacteria. When we perform a BOD, it's important to select the correct scale that is related to the expected BOD value. We have the possibility to select between 5 different scales, starting from the lowest one that is 90 milligram per liter up to the highest one that is the 4000 milligram per liter. Of course, the scale that I choose is related to the BOD expected value. As a general rule, usually the BOD is 60% of the COD value. And for example, if my expected BOD should be around 200 milligram per liter, I will select the scale 250. Here we have an example of the BOD analysis. The most common BOD analysis is performed for 5 days at 20 degrees Celsius. In this short period, we can obtain about the 70% of the biological convertible substances degradation, thanks to the microorganism present in our water samples. We have the possibility to perform different analyses of BOD in terms of duration. So not only for 5 days, but also for 7 days or the BOD so-called last for 20 or up to 30 days. In these cases, also for this type of analysis, the incubation will be the same at 20 degrees Celsius. Here we have an overview of the system available for the respirometric sensor determination as a BOD analysis that we can see also here. It's a complete system that includes also the accessories, the Respirosoft, and the wireless data box that is able to support up to 400 sensors. Another important application belonging to aerobic determination is the biodegradability of plastic materials in aqueous medium. So this type of analysis measures the oxygen demand, of course, in a closed respirometric system, about the degree of the aerobic biodegradability of plastic materials, including also those plastics that contains formulation additives. The test material is exposed into an aqueous medium under laboratory condition with a proper inoculum coming from activated sludge. Usually this type of analysis will be carried on from 1 up to 6 months, and the results that we will obtain in this case will be a pressure value. The analysis can be carried on at different temperature of the incubation from 20 up to 35 degrees Celsius. And of course, this specific analysis is performed in accordance to a reference method. In this case, is an ISO method 14851 of 2019. Another application for the biodegradability of plastics are the degree of the biodegradation of these plastics in soils. So the system is almost the same, but in this case we will study the biodegradation of plastic material in soil by controlling the soil moisture, and we will determine the ultimate biodegradability of the material tested. In general, this application use the following materials like natural or synthetic polymers or copolymers, plastics that may contain additives, or water-soluble polymers. Also, in this case, the analysis can last up to 6 months. The results will be pressure, and the incubation will be at 20 degrees Celsius. In this case, the official reference method is the ISO 17556 of 2019. Here is the system that we will use for both these determinations. Is the respirometric sensor system for plastic biodegradability, and that includes a multi-stirrer digital that is a very precise magnetic stirrer in order to match the requirements of the official methods in order to steer up to 500 RPM, that is the parameter required for the analysis. Another very important aerobic application is the microbial soil respiration. In this case, we will study the microbial soil respiration using a specific system. It's very important, this analysis, because the respiration of soils reflects the capacity of the soil to support the life, like the growth of the plants, of the crops, the fauna that is available in the soil, and the microorganism. It's a very important indicator of the health of the soil in order to know the level of biological activity, the presence of organic matter, and the decomposition of the organic matter. In the laboratory, the soil respiration is used to estimate the soil microbial biomass. So the soil respiration will give the ability of the soil to sustain the growth of the plants. In this case, the analysis will last from 7 up to 30 days, depending on the soil type that I'm analyzing. The results will be pressure, and the incubation temperature could be set in a range from 20 up to 25 degrees Celsius. Of course, this method is in accordance to official reference method that is an ISO 16072 for the soil quality studies. This is the VELP proper system for this type of analysis that comes ready to use for the microbial soil respiration analysis. Okay, let's move now to anaerobic respiration test. As we saw before, the most important analysis performed in anaerobic condition is the BMP, that stands for biochemical methane potential. The BMP test consists to reproduce on a small scale under optimal condition of the anaerobic digestion of the complex organic molecules like sugars, protein, carbohydrates, to convert these organic substances into simpler molecules with the final production of biogas that is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide. The goal of anaerobic digestion plants is to reduce the organic content in waste and wastewater treatment plants, and also to get a production of renewable energy. In order to ensure a stable digestion of our organic substances, and so in order to have a continuous production of energy, it's very important to obtain a stable and adequate feeding of our digestion plant. So the BMP test evaluates the biomethanization potential of our organic wastes. The test will determine the quantity of biogas or methane that can be produced by the unit by weight of the organic substances fed. And the measurement unit represents the volume of methane produced per unit of organic substances that we quantify in terms of volatile solids. The analysis is carried out between 30 days or more. The generally accepted criteria for the end of the test is the daily production of methane for 3 consecutive days should be less than 1% compared to the methane gas produced up to that day. And the analysis requires an incubation usually at 37 degrees Celsius. And of course, it refers to official method that is an isometer 1173 for the water quality studies. This is the VELP system offered for the BMP analysis that comes complete with all the accessories, including the maxi steering station, suitable for steering the sample during the BMP analysis.
Thank you, Paola, for your presentation and your attention. We will now answer a few questions and following up on the messages that you have sent during the webinar. And for further inquiries, please email us at marketing@velp.it. So let's take some time to address these few questions. The first one is related to the software and the options for sampling time. As we highlighted earlier, you can set sampling intervals of up to 48 hours for analysis lasting up to 2 years, while typical durations often range around 1 month, but some applications may require longer periods. Choosing the sampling times involves optimizing the battery usage and ensuring the frequency of data reception for achieving precise analysis curves. And typically intervals of every 12 or 25 hours are the most suitable, though longer analysis can extend up to 2 days if needed. The second question, can I perform several analyses with different systems using a single data box? Yes, the answer is yes, because as we show you, the software and the data box are compatible with all our systems, and the sensors are the same across the board. We have prepared a solution so you can purchase everything you need with a single order with our kits. So for example, if you are in the same lab and you need to perform BOD analysis and later want to start, for example, the BMP or plastic analysis, there's no problem. On our website, you can find, we offers a system that include the software and the data box, as well as a system that don't. So you can add to your existing setup, for example. So with one software and one data box, you can monitor multiple systems, such as 5 BOD and maybe 2 BMP systems and analysis, and receiving different data and sampling times, but using the same setup. So unfortunately, we run out of time, but thank you for attention and join us for the next VELP lab. Unfortunately, we run out of time, so we would like to thank you for your attention and join us for the next VELP lab spotlight. Thank you again. Goodbye.